Hi Taurus, this is Angel Aura Divination and I'm here to give you a spiritual message from your guides. I've already prayed over the cards. I'm going to be utilizing the Spirit Animals Oracle, the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations. I'm also going to be utilizing the Energy Oracle Tarot, which is not a tarot, it's just Oracle cards. And then I'm going to be using the Original Tarot, which is really just the Rider-Waite Tarot to give you this message. This is going to be a message from your guides, your gods, your spirits, your ancestors, whatever energies that you connect with that you might be wanting to get a message from, a spiritual message from in particular. It can be really about anything. It's mostly general. I'm not really going to get into the rest of it. Let's just get into the reading. I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations and the Spirit Animal Oracle particularly to help identify who it is or what it is that's connecting with you. It's not necessarily about the meanings of the cards as they appear through the oracle decks that they come from, but let's just get into it. You have the Lizard Spirit. It's a 38, reducing down to the energetic vibration of 2, but I believe that 11 is also a part of that as well. It says, dream the world into being. The other card that you have to identify what guides might be connecting with you, we have Remiel from the Angelarium, the Angel of Visions. So this guy that you're connecting with is definitely one that, you know, they have a lot of flexibility, a lot of dexterity. They're very adaptable. They might be associated with the future, vision, sight, communication possibly, with the sky, mountains, forests. They could be definitely associated with individuality or independence, especially when it comes to independent creativity or something like that. I see sacred geometry here. I see an energy of almost like a shepherd or a leader of sorts, right? And that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I also get the sense that this individual might have been, if it was like an ancestor, for example, they might have been in a situation in the past where they had to leave a certain place or migrate a certain place. And it's also quite possible that they might have had to like give up different aspects of themselves in order to survive. Which could be a lot of different things, right? Okay, so I'm using the Energy Oracle to really give me an impression of what the tarot reading is going to be about. Like, it's like, what is the reading going to be about? Why are we talking about it? We have the Attachments card. We also have the Adjacent Possibilities card. Attachment is a 5, and the Adjacent Possibilities is the resonance of the energy of 6. So what I'm really getting here is that right now you're experiencing a lot of attachments when it comes to where you're supposed to be going, what it is you're supposed to be doing, what you feel like your spiritual path is, what you feel like your assignment is, how are you going to play out that assignment, the things that you're going to be doing when you're playing out that assignment, the people that you're associated with, and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of attachment energy. But what's really being highlighted with the adjacent possibilities is that you have a lot of opportunities that are being missed because you're trying to pursue one particular path that may or may not actually give you the, you know, the God golden glory of it all that you might be wanting. With that being said, I think that, you know, because you're attached to it energetically, there could be spiritual contracts or there could be some kind of like plan that you're going to execute due to the attachment that you have. But it's also quite possible, you know, in a general sense, that this is an irrational attachment to what it is that you feel like you need to be associating yourself with in order to proceed forward on your path, Taurus. All right, so let's get some tarot cards out. What would you like the Taurus Collective to know? I am recording this on TikTok. I'm posting the whole video on YouTube. Definitely go follow me on my other social medias if you're not already. We have the Justice card. We have the Page of Swords. So you're very much like mentally occupied with trying to do things that are right, that things that it's not what feels right, but it is what you've been told is right. What you've been conditioned to believe is just, fair, right, balanced, supportive, you know, structured. You're focused on that. But I think that the focus is almost like they're saying the word premature. I think the focus is a little bit irrational, but it's like it's in there's a term that I'm thinking of. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's not, but the term is not irrational and it's not premature. It's almost like not innocent, but It's immature. It's an immature approach to seeing what is fair and what is right and what is just. We have the Ten of Pentacles here. A lot of this has to do with your community connections. I get with this card. It's also having to do with your relationship to stability, your relationship to things that make sense. It's like you've made sense that following these rules and doing these things right is what's going to get me to the end of my journey, or to the point that I want to be at, point A to point B kind of thing. We have the Four of Cups here, and you're really rejecting anything that's coming to you outside of that. Especially because you don't necessarily want it to influence what you already have going on, especially because if you're in an energy of the Ten of Pentacles, or even if you're experiencing it or you're trying to go towards it, that's kind of like the end all be all when it comes to stability and material abundance and community and family and growth, right? But with that being said, you know, sometimes we can get to the same point with different routes. We can get to the same destination taking different routes. That's the whole point in something like a scenic route. I think that this reading is kind of pushing you into looking for a more scenic route for yourself, but you have to make that decision on your own. The other two cards that we have coming out here is the Death card. We also have the Knight of Wands coming out. I think that, okay, because they're kind of saying to me that this is like an association with exploration and with a pursuit of happiness, as opposed to a pursuit of what's right, what's fair, what's just, material growth, material abundance, and all the stuff that we've already been talking about. You associate the pursuit of happiness, the pursuit of emotional contentment, with destruction, with death, with chaos, with the unknown, with fear. And that's what's really being highlighted here with the Death card coming out. It's almost kind of like saying, like, you want to go explore and you want to be happy, and you feel that energy of like desire to, or wanderlust to go for all these different things and all these different opportunities, and all these different opportunities for growth in particular, outside of the one path that you see for yourself for success. And because you associate those with the bad things, it's almost kind of like you put yourself in a position where you don't see a way out of the rigid rules that you've kind of set for yourself. It's very much the energy of like painting yourself into a corner. I said to myself that I'm not going to do anything except for pursue my greatness. But at the same time, I'm never going to let myself have a break. I'm never going to let myself have any fun. I'm never going to let myself travel. I'm never going to let myself explore. I'm never going to let myself be myself, especially because you're a Taurus. Taurus are ruled by Venus. The energy of Venus, the energy of Taurus is all about enjoying material abundance and basking. Think of like the Taurus is the bull. When I think of the energy of Taurus and how to explain it to people, I think of a bull sitting in a pasture under a tree. They're surrounded by lush grasses and greenery and flowers and beauty and nature. And they are well protected because they're a bull, and they have horns, and they're abundant because of their physical body mass and all the things that are surrounding them. And they're enjoying this. But you're taking all that energy out of yourself by focusing so much on the path that you feel attached to, right? So why is this significant for Taurus? Or maybe what to do? We have the Star coming out. Yes, you should pursue your dreams. We also have the Ace of Wands coming out. And we have the Nine of Swords coming out. You should pursue your goals, you should pursue your dreams, and you should pursue your prosperity. There's nothing wrong with that. But you also must acknowledge that, it's an interesting way to say it, they're almost saying like your anxiety and depression, your mental health, and all these, like, that's supposed to be a hint for you to find new possibilities to explore other things, right? But that does not mean that you have to give up on your dreams. With the Star here, you know, don't lose hope simply because things don't feel good. But at the same time, don't hold yourself to a standard that's unrealistic and then expect everything to fall in place, especially when your mind and possibly even your body is giving you a negative response. I think that you have a lot of growing to do. I hope that you got something out of this. Definitely go check out your other astrological placements as well, Taurus. And that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening.